And this I saw, I'm going to toss it over to Fred to go over this. But this I saw in one of the first meetings that I went to, in-person meetings at Symmetry. And it completely changed my life. It altered my view of money and what I was after. Remember, I told you I was after becoming a business owner, but I didn't necessarily know why. I just knew the business owners seemed better off than the employees. So Fred, go over the cash flow quadrant for us and explain the awesomeness that is this and Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah, Robert Kiyosaki kind of came up with the cash flow quadrant. And essentially, what this chart is showing is in America, there's four ways to produce income. And so, a lot of people, you're familiar with the top left, the employee quadrant, means you have a job, right? A lot of people call that just over broke. And so that equates to the amount of work you do determines your income. Whether the amount of work you do in an hour determines what you're paid in an hour, the amount of work that you do in a year, which I've been on salary, usually you work more hours than what you're supposed to, determines what you get in a year. But essentially, you have an employer telling you what an hour or what a year of your life is worth, right? And so a lot of people get in the employee quadrant and they say, hey, I think I'd like to work for myself. I want to be a business owner. And then they start a company or they go to a company and they become self-employed. And so at this point, you own a job. And so the opportunity here at the Roethlisberger Agency and at Symmetry, this is where you start off, right? You start off as self-employed. And if I'm thinking about places that I want to start off, be self-employed, control my income, I think Symmetry and the Roethlisberger Agency is a pretty great place. And also Forbes would agree. In July, there was an article with the 25 companies hiring the most high-paying jobs in 2024. Symmetry Financial Group was ranked 9th on that list of all companies in America, ahead of companies you may have heard of like Google, Facebook, Microsoft. And so if you want to come in here and make an incredible income yourself, helping families, getting them covered, you can do that, right? Now, the special part about Symmetry is not only that, but Symmetry is an opportunity to build a bridge from that self-employed quadrant over to business owner. And so what you're doing is that you're building that bridge is no longer is everything you do, all your income tied to your feet, right? When you start building a team, when you start having passive income from helping others help families, now you're starting to create and leverage a system, right? You think about McDonald's. McDonald's has a system, right? The fries are in the same place, the ice cream's broke over there. Everything is in the same place, every McDonald's you go to, because there's a system.